Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com back for another Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. Today we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers offense and offensive line, and obviously the run blocking has been poor, but pass pro has been really good across the board. And I want to talk about Kevin Dotson specifically today, getting work at left guard with Matt Filer out. He's out the rest of the regular season. I know with Dotson when he got drafted, and even I had done a video on this early in the season, there was a lot of talk about Dotson as a run blocker, mauler in the run game, big, physical, squatty dude, and could really create a push and boost his rushing attack. Haven't really seen those results overall because there are so many problems with the run game. It's not just on the left guard spot or just on Dotson. You get the idea. But I think Dotson in pass pro has been probably better than he has been as a run blocker. And so today I want to put the focus there. Kevin Dotson as a pass protector against the Colts thought he did a really nice job overall. First example comes here late in the first half. Here is Dotson at left guard, going against a really good D tackle in DeForest Buckner, former first round pick. And, Buckner's going to give these guys trouble. He gave DeCastro some trouble as well. But I just like here from Dawson, I'll kind of run this thing through. It's just the ability to punch and repunch and just kind of win the block by any means necessary. You see it here. Buckner attacking, gets into Dotson's chest here initially. Hand placement a little too wide, a little too outside. But Dotson's able to take that left outside hand and repunch, or actually it's the right hand here, repunch inside to kind of gain positioning again, and then just ride Buckner down the line and at least move him a bit just to hold on to the block. This isn't super pretty. It's not always teach tape in the way that it's coached up, but you're still working. You're keeping your feet moving, and then watch the repunch here with the right hand to regain the placement on the block, and then just kind of ride Buckner down the line as much as possible. And the throw is ultimately incomplete, but that's immaterial to what we're talking about here. But just like, whenever you lose initially going against Buckner, are you going to get back in the fight and repunch with your hands and get in a better place and finish the play? Or are you going to just end the play as poorly as you started here for Dotson? The repunch is nice and finishing the play. Overall, a good enough rep. Couple of cleaner wins for Dotson here. Again, left guard facing against number 94. And, obviously when Dotson got drafted, the thought was the power, the violence in his hands. That applies in run blocking, of course, but it can also apply in pass pro. And just watch Dotson here shoot his hands into 94. Just right here, just shoot, get low, and then rise up into the chest plate of the D tackle, and then just secure, win that block almost immediately, and finish the play the rest of the way. Ben hits his third read here, hits Ebron on the Hank concept, but just Dotson shooting those hands with power, locks on, secures the block almost immediately. Again, keeping his base, keeping his feet moving. Pretty clean win here for Kevin Dotson. Let me just kind of slow mo this for you guys. One last look at it here. I kind of missed that. Hold on, let me edit this and go back. All right, I got it now. So we're in slow mo here. Dotson shoot that right hand, get into the chest plate of number 94, and again, just being able to hold that block, secure it the whole way. Tries to swim here late. Dawson's able to slide a bit, and the pass is ultimately completed. So just a good punch there. Nice job to shoot his hands from Kevin Dotson. One of my favorite reps of the afternoon against the Colts for Dotson came here facing Buckner. Again, showed him in the first clip and just a really clean win. You see Dotson with the power to be able to, stall out this bull rush attempt here from Buckner. It was a really big, long, strong, again, former first round pick. And you see Dotson be able to anchor, able to sit, keep his base, and Buckner's rush goes nowhere, able to stall things out. And even at the very end here, and I'll kind of slow this thing down here a little bit for you guys. Again, Buckner's going to try to shoot and go with some power. Dotson winning leverage, good tight hands here, good base, that squatty body, just a tough guy to move. And then when Buckner wants to leave his feet and try to jump and get in his hand in the throwing lane, you see Dawson at least able to shove him down the line a bit, get into his side a little bit and shove him. And that maybe creates enough space here for Ben to have that window for the ultimate incompletion to whoever that was. I think Chase Claypool. One thing with this offensive line that I don't think that they've done a great job of this season is punishing guys whenever they want to jump or get their hands in throwing lanes or leave their feet and stuff like that. You want to be physical and take those guys to the ground, or at least make them feel it whenever they do try to get their hands in the air because they want to attack Ben by getting their hands in throwing lanes because the ball comes out so quickly. And so here for Dotson, it's not the best example of it. There are certainly a lot of better examples we could show of kind of finishing the play, not letting these guys jump. But I just like, if he's going to jump, we're going to get into his side here and just try to move him, make him feel a little bit, and then maybe create that throwing lane, make it a little bit more open for your quarterback. But just overall, a really good rep. Take a quick look here from the aerial view. You just see the strength, the anchor, stall out this rush, and finish the play. Last example here, and again, this is a rep of everything isn't perfect. You're not winning this rush immediately off the snap, and it might not be the greatest rep you ever had. But there's going to be times where you lose off the snap, and just how do you recover from that? How do you finish the play? Because ultimately, all you care about is just not getting your quarterback touched, and you see that here with Dotson working left guard. No snack was going to kind of loop over to him here, and you see him kind of get into Dotson's chest plate a bit. You see his left hand go back, trying to repunch and punch again with those hands. And Dotson struggles there a bit. The D tackle's getting under him, knocking his hands down. But Dotson has the strength to again stall out this rush, be able to repunch, stay in the fight, and keep the pocket clean enough for Ben to throw downfield. So this is not the best rep in the world. I mean, you can say Dotson had his issues here, and you'd be absolutely correct about that. Just kind of knocking his hands down. Dotson trying to fight and repunch, but you're getting that time and time again. And because Dotson is so naturally strong, that he has a really good base, a really good anchor, and it's hard to run this guy backwards. So you see it here from the aerial view. Not a great puncher initially for Kevin Dotson, but he's able to punch, repunch, anchor, and then just really stall out this rush. And that's hard to do when you're getting leverage and you're getting knocked back and you can't punch with your hands and create power and get into your opponent's chest. So that's just kind of a natural strength thing here, where it's not great technique overall. Although I like the fight that Dotson has, and he's keeping his feet moving, and it's okay to give up a little bit of ground here if that means being able to re-anchor and sit and stall out that bull rush. It's okay to give that up, because if you stay firm and you don't give up any ground, then you can get leverage and really lose your power. So again, not a beautiful rep here from Kevin Dotson, but I really like just that he's fighting, he's working, and you see those physical tools of just being a really strong lower half kind of guy with a really good base. And Pittsburgh's always done well when their guards were big, whether you're talking about Foster or Filer, or even back in days where they didn't have great offensive guard play. Chris Kimiati was not a great pass pro guy, but he was a big, powerful type of dude. And that's where this offense seems to succeed the most. Of course, DeCastro, Alan Faneca, really good guards that were strong and powerful and could anchor. So Kevin Dotson, as a run blocker, I think he's done an okay job. Obviously, as a running game as a whole, the Steelers have been miserable. It's a big concern going forward. But I think Dawson's been really impressive in pass pro, not just in this game, but through the entire season. And so while he was billed as the mauler, run blocking type guy coming out of Louisiana, I think his pass pro has been better than expected. And I've been really impressed by that component of his game this rookie season. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.